Welcome to the final stage of Q School. It is day 3 and we have had a 9-darter, a perfect leg of darts here at Arena MK in Milton Keynes. It was produced by Callum Goffin in the second leg of his game with Daniel Ayres. He ended up winning that match by 6 legs to 3 as well. Goffin, a man who has had a tour card before, dropped off the tour, looking to get back here at Q School. Now, we've got various games going on all over the place. I'm going to show you Dart Connect in a moment. Before we do, we've got players from all over the world. So we've got the Q School here in Milton Keynes. We've got the Q School over in Germany. There are Japanese players. We've got Canadian players. Jim Long, in fact, from Canada, just averaged 101 in coming through his second round match to pick up a point. But we also got some Australian representatives as well. We've already heard from Simon Whitlock in our updates over the last couple of days. But one of the guys who is here from the great nation of Australia, Brandon Weening, the son of Wayne Weening, a man who went all the way to the quarterfinals of the Lakeside World Championship. And because Simon Whitlock is not only an incredible dart player and perhaps the greatest that Australia's ever produced, he basically runs a drop-in centre for any Australian darts players who come over to the UK. Brandon Weening has been living there for almost a quarter of a year. It's been quite the experience for him. Brandon Weening, you have made a big old effort to come over to the UK. How long have you been in this country now?
Oh, about 3 months, mate.
3 months. Obviously getting the Lakeside in there, Q School here. And living with Simon Whitlock, what's that like?
Oh, it's great. You know, he can't do enough for me. You know, Simon can't do enough for me. You know, he's welcomed me and my dad into his home. You know, he did that last time in 2022 when I come over for the World Youth. Opened his house up to us and, you know, welcomed us in.
What's this experience been like for you? You've picked up some points. You're in the provisional spots at the moment. We're only halfway through, though. I know that the tour card is the ultimate goal for everybody competing here. Are you ready to step up and be a full-time pro? That probably mean relocating, I'm guessing?
Oh, I think I might be ready. I'm not 100% sure. You know, if I get a card, great. If I don't, not the end of the world. You know, there's still a lot of tournaments in Australia I can play, you know, with the announcement of the Australian Premier League as well. You know, if I get a tour card, for example, I can't play in that, you know. I have to be over here earning the dollars or pounds, as you say. Or if I don't get a tour card, I'll be over there playing the Premier League over there.
You're here with your dad as well, former quarter-finalist at the Lakeside. You know, what's it like having your dad, Wayne, here supporting you and supporting you as you're playing the game? Because obviously he's a big name in Australian darts.
Yeah, well, now he's been, you know, he's a has-been now. But I say that with great respect. You know, he's done a lot for Australian darts over the years. You know, him, Tony David, Russell Stewart, just to name the famous few in Australia. Can't forget the legendary Tony David as well, winning the only Australian world champion. But yeah, having him here has been great.
I do want to drill down into what it's like living with Simon Whitlock, because as I understand it, his house is just full of animals. There's guinea pigs running around all over the place. So there's dogs. He goes out looking for snakes, which I didn't even realise we had in the UK. But he's found some. Is it as odd as it sounds?
Yeah, he's got a mouse living in his spider tank. but he literally thought it was a shrew.
He doesn't even know what's living in his house. Doesn't matter, but you are for now and maybe for a little bit longer. Go and enjoy today.
Cheers, mate.
There we go, Brandon Weening. Feels like something's happening with Australian darts. Obviously, the Australian Premier League announced, which Brandon referred to there. Be interesting to see how that plays out. Playing some massive arenas across Australia and New Zealand. We will see if that helps them produce a new generation of players. Maybe Brandon will be one of them. He's actually got off to a winning start today, a 6-4 victory over Ian Halsall, the Welshman. Let's show you what's happening right now on Dart Connect, tv.dartconnect.com. This is in the UK. You can see Mark McGeaney, former Lakeside finalist, up against Jamie Atkins. Good game that. Jamie Atkins, very, very dangerous player, might be one of the less heralded names who could force their way into the tour card reckoning. Aaron Monk, who we showed you earlier on, winning in a tight game against Christian Perez, taking the opening leg against Nigel Pryor. A little bit further down, you can see that the Lovely boys, Thomas Lovely and his dad Eddie, contrasting fortunes at the moment. Lovely Thomas, Lovely Jr., 4-all with Ricky Palmer. Tavis Dune 5-1 up on Eddie. That's Lovely Senior. If I just click my fingers, this is going to change to the EU one. Here we go. Oh, I didn't even have to do it. Wow. I am good. As you can see, they're already into round 3 there, or at least they've got a round 3 game going on. Marcel Walpen, the guy who looks a little bit like Kostompe, but not that much like Kostompe, if we're honest. The Swiss, he's 3-2 up on Levi Frauenfelder, who's already had a big impact today by taking out Jimmy Van Schie, who was top of the order of merit after day 1 because he reached the final, has not added any points to it. Now, that might be an issue for big Jimmy Van Schie, because if he has a bad day tomorrow, there is a chance he could be pushed out of those 12 qualifying spots for a tour card, despite being one of the red-hot favourites to win one. I can tell you, though, it is now mathematically certain that Bradley Brooks gets a tour card, whatever happens. I mean, he keeps on winning games. He's just averaged 97 again. Bradley Brooks is probably going to make 4 finals in a row, lose them all in last leg deciders, and end up with a record points tally. But we do know he will have a tour card one way or another by the end of it. Let's get rid of that. Because obviously tour cards are the big prize everybody's playing for. But it's not the only prize, because Q School, every year we come here, we get to see some faces we know, some faces we don't, and it is an array of garments, the likes of which you have never seen. It is like the Met Gala, but in professional darts. And so I bring us to Q School Shirt of the Day. It is a vital award. Let's show you some of the contenders. These are, you know, notable recommendations, honourable mentions. Happy Feet, Justin Hood. Won't be seeing that again. He won his tour card yesterday, of course. Did Justin Hood. Covered in penguins. Quite a look. The Cod Father. That's Sean Fisher. More of a nickname than a shirt. The shirt is okay. Tom Sykes, however, has gone for the bold move, having a cartoon of his own face on the back of his shirt. Whoa, it's a big pig. That is a big old pig on the back of Oliver Mitchell. And I don't know why there is a big pig on the back of Oliver Mitchell's shirt, but he does one. And that is a big baby. Adam Lipscomb, the man from Portsmouth, with his face on the body of an infant in a nappy. The infant has a tattoo. A fine array of garments. I'm sure you agree. Wow. Okay. Alan Norris. That is his dog, repeatedly all over his shirt, Chuck Norris, in some sort of tropical setting. The man lives in Warwickshire. I don't know. Make it make sense. It doesn't matter. But fabulous garments. None of them our winner, though, because now it is time to crown the coveted, the hotly contested award, Q School Shirt of the Day. Behold, what a shirt that is. Jeff Heath, take a bow, son. Chris Kamara emblazoned all over the back of it. And he's got a different colour for every single day. He had a purple one, he's had a blue one. He's probably got more. What colour is he going to wear tomorrow? We don't know. He's already won Shirt of the Day. That is a piece of magnificence. Congratulations, Jeff Heath. That is truly unbelievable.